This is the IQGABC four-wheel drive electric car. There is some assembly required. If you're looking for the manual and some of the parts, they put a bunch of them in this toolbox. So in there you'll find some of the hardware, tools, and the installation, assembly, and user manual. Just so you know though, you don't need any of your own tools. They give you all the wrenches, screwdrivers, everything you need to do the assembly. But I'm gonna get this thing assembled here and then we're gonna try this thing out. So the assembly took me about a half an hour, and there were some parts that were a little tricky with it. The directions were a little confusing, but the vehicle itself is actually really straightforward. So you can almost look at the part and figure out how it goes on. Also, some of these plastic parts, like the windshield, is like kind of hard to get in. I was messing around with it until finally I just gave it a whack and it snapped right into place. So just keep that in mind if you're having trouble. All right, so this four-wheel drive vehicle is awesome. It kind of looks like a Jeep, and it's legitimate four-wheel drive. It has 4 different motors, 1 for each wheel, and it has plenty of power. That's what's cool about this. It's actually designed to be able to hold a kid and an adult. So the weight rating on this is much higher than your standard electric car. There's a lot of cool features though. I want to show some of these to you. So first off, this hood pops up, and in here is where your battery is. You can plug your battery in to charge it. Very nice. You got these hood latches just like a Jeep would have. Your mirrors here, they aren't functioning mirrors. They don't actually reflect, but they look cool, and they can fold in if you need them to. Got the snorkel here, and some cool door bars right here that swing open, and you can actually latch these door bars. Now the wheels themselves have a traction strip down the middle of them, which helps give them traction, and this thing does have plenty of power. I was riding it around a little bit earlier, and it was taking me up some little hills and stuff without any problem. In the cockpit here, you get a real key, a real metal key that goes into the ignition. There is a seatbelt, a 3-point harness here with a button that clicks to release the seatbelt. And then up here, you're gonna see a parent-kid button. When it's on the kid setting, only the remote works. When it's on parent setting, the pedal in here and the remote both will work. Here you have a stop, back, and forward button, and here you have a high and low. On your steering wheel here, you get a horn, a boost button, which is going to give you a little extra power and speed. The kid can hit that while they're driving. And over here's your radio. You can connect this to Bluetooth. It has a built-in radio and also has some built-in songs you can play, as well as a battery meter and volume control. So in the back here is a toolbox, which you can flip the lid off, store stuff in there if you want. If you don't want the lid on, you can actually put this down underneath. But another really cool feature about this is this can actually flip upside down when you put this into adult mode, so you can ride with your kid. This roll bar pops off, and then down here on the side, there are metal footrests that pop out. And then now an adult can sit up here while your kid is in it driving. Yeah, you can sit on this seat and I can sit up there, or you guys can ride it together like that. All right. It is tight with 2 kids, but you are fitting. So we're gonna put this, oh, another cool thing about this roll bar, you can see it has built-in LEDs. The batteries go in the back, and you can turn those on for some extra lights. It also has functioning headlights, which is super cool. So those will work at night if your kids want to run around in the dark. Is it fast? All right, so you can change it to slow by flipping this down. So she's gonna start riding this around in slow mode until she gets used to it. Of course, I have this remote here. If I want, I can steer with this. I can speed her up with my remote. I'll bring her back over here. And there's another really important feature on here, the park stop button. When I hit this on this remote, it completely shuts that down. If they're about to drive into a road or do something dangerous, you can stop them and they won't be able to go until you hit that button again. So that's a really important feature. So in the adult mode, I can ride with him and we can drive it around together. If your child's not quite comfortable driving on their own yet, it's set up very nicely that I can easily ride. You can see it has plenty of power to haul both of us around. So overall, super cool electric car with lots of cool features. It looks awesome. It has some suspension in the back. It has Bluetooth, built-in music, a horn, working headlights, and different speeds. And of course you get the remote, and an adult can ride with the kids. So it's really cool. I've never seen one quite like this. It's we're gonna have a lot of fun running this thing around, and they're gonna have a blast tearing around in this. Just overall high quality. It's built way tougher than typical so that it can handle the extra weight from an adult being on it. So you know it's gonna hold up for a while. It's got a nice big battery. It does take, I think, 12 hours to charge that battery, but the battery lasts for a while. It's a 12-volt battery, so that's really nice too. So if you're looking for a good, high-quality electric car that looks awesome, tons of features, this one is a really great choice. I hope you found this review helpful.